There is a dangerous disease that is destroying the health of many people, and most are unaware. It can cause cirrhosis, liver failure, and even liver cancer. The most concerning thing is that the symptoms are silent in the beginning, and when they appear, the liver is already significantly compromised. In today's video, I will show you 10 signs that you may have fatty liver and, most importantly, how to reverse this problem naturally. The liver is one of the most important organs in the body. It acts like a sponge, filtering everything we consume and aiding digestion. It also stores energy, regulates hormones, and eliminates toxins. However, when the diet is high in sugar, bad fats, alcohol, and processed foods, this organ begins to accumulate fat and loses its ability to function properly. This accumulation is called hepatic steatosis. In the beginning, it is silent but can progress to inflammation, fibrosis, and even cirrhosis if not treated. Some groups are at higher risk of developing this problem. People with overweight, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, those who drink frequently, those taking certain medications like corticosteroids and amiodarone, and women with polycystic ovary syndrome. The problem is that most only find out when it is already in an advanced stage. But there are signs that the body gives and that you need to observe. The first is constant fatigue. The liver is the organ that converts food into energy. When it is full of fat, it can't do this properly, and the body runs out of fuel. The person feels weakness, lack of energy, and drowsiness even after a good night's sleep. It's that kind of fatigue that doesn't improve with rest. The second sign is stomach discomfort. When the liver is overloaded, it produces less bile, which is the liquid responsible for breaking down fats in food. This makes digestion slower, causes heartburn, reflux, and that feeling of fullness after meals. Many people think it's gastritis, but actually, the problem may be with the liver. The third symptom is excess gas and abdominal bloating. When the liver doesn't produce enough bile, fats and residues pass poorly digested into the intestine. Bacteria ferment this material and produce gases. The result is a bloated belly, a feeling of fullness, and abdominal discomfort. If this happens frequently, it's a sign that something is wrong. The fourth sign is discomfort or pain on the right side of the abdomen, just below the ribs. The liver is located in this region, and when it enlarges due to fat, it begins to press on nearby organs. In some cases, this pain can radiate to the right shoulder because the liver presses on a nerve called the phrenic nerve. If you frequently experience this discomfort, it is important to investigate. The fifth symptom is itching all over the body, especially on the hands and feet. When the liver cannot eliminate toxins, they accumulate in the blood and irritate the skin. This causes persistent itching, even without visible lesions. It is a very common symptom, but many people ignore it, thinking it is an allergy. The sixth symptom is yellowing of the skin and eyes, a condition called jaundice. This happens because the liver cannot eliminate bilirubin, a yellowish substance that accumulates in the blood. The result is a yellow coloration of the skin and the white part of the eyes. If this occurs, it is essential to see a doctor immediately because it indicates severe liver overload. The seventh sign is purple spots that appear easily on the body. The liver is responsible for producing proteins that help blood clotting. When it doesn't function properly, the blood becomes thinner and bruises can appear even without strong impacts. If this happens frequently, it is an important warning. The eighth symptom is dark urine, similar in color to Coca-Cola. This occurs when excess bilirubin is eliminated by the kidneys. Many people confuse it with a urinary problem, but the dark tone without pain or burning usually indicates liver overload. The ninth sign is very pale, almost grayish stools. Normally, bilirubin is eliminated through the stool and gives it a brown color. When the liver isn't functioning properly, this substance doesn't reach the intestines and the stool becomes pale. This is another classic sign of steatosis. The 10th symptom is bad breath. Even with good oral hygiene, brushing, and flossing, the bad odor can persist. This happens because an overloaded liver tries to eliminate toxins through other pathways, such as the lungs. These substances end up being exhaled, resulting in constant bad breath. If you identify with some of these signs, it is best to see a doctor and request tests. Abdominal ultrasound is the most common test to detect fat in the liver. Blood tests also help evaluate liver enzymes, known as AST and ALT. In more advanced cases, a CT scan or MRI may be recommended. But the good news is that fatty liver can be reversed. The liver has an impressive capacity for regeneration. With simple changes in habits, you can cleanse the organ and restore health. And that's what I want to talk about now. The first step is to eliminate foods that poison the liver. Avoid alcoholic beverages, sodas, sweets, cakes, chocolates, ready-made sauces, processed meats, and ultra-processed foods. Sugar and corn syrup, present in many of these products, are the main causes of fat accumulation in the liver. Also, reduce the consumption of refined flours, such as white bread, pasta, and cookies, and replace them with whole grain versions. Additionally, cut back on vegetable oils like soybean, corn, and canola. Prefer extra virgin olive oil in small quantities. The second step is to include foods that help the liver regenerate. Fresh fruits such as avocados, papayas, and berries are rich in antioxidants that combat inflammation and reduce fat buildup. Vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and kale stimulate enzymes that eliminate toxins. Raw garlic is another powerful ally, with anti-inflammatory and detoxifying properties. Turmeric, known as saffron of the land, is one of the best natural liver protectors. Use a pinch along with black pepper to enhance the absorption of curcumin, the main active compound. Another food that can be very helpful is coffee, as long as it is without sugar. Studies show that moderate coffee consumption helps reduce inflammation and protect the liver against the progression of fibrosis. But it is important to consume it in moderation and avoid sweetening. The third measure is to completely eliminate alcohol. Even small amounts can worsen fatty liver disease and accelerate the degeneration of liver cells. Alcohol is processed directly by the liver and requires a lot of effort to be eliminated. Over time, this causes inflammation and permanent scars. The fourth tip is to engage in physical activity. Regular exercise helps reduce body fat and improves insulin sensitivity, two essential factors for liver recovery. Walking, light jogging, weight training, or aerobic activities are good options. Ideally, aim for at least 150 minutes of activity per week, which is equivalent to 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week. Additionally, it is essential to get good sleep. The liver mainly works during sleep to eliminate toxins. Sleeping less than 7 hours per night hampers this process and makes liver regeneration more difficult. And finally, stay well hydrated. Water is essential for eliminating impurities and keeping the blood flowing properly. Drink at least 2 liters a day and avoid processed beverages. Fatty liver is one of the most silent and dangerous diseases today, but it is also one of the easiest to prevent and reverse. It all starts with information and attitude. If you take care of your diet, exercise, and avoid excesses, your liver can fully recover in just a few weeks. I am Eddie Rodriguez, and this is the EDU Health Tips channel. If this content helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear this. Leave your comment below and tell me if you've ever had a test that showed fatty liver. And don't forget to like the video and activate the notification bell so you don't miss the upcoming tips. See you next time.